And while more people might be moving away from the farm, the demand for food is still at an all-time high. That means producers must now find new and innovative ways to get the most out of their workforce. Recently, Damon Jones headed down to Tifton and gives us a look at a possible solution that could be on the horizon.
It's small, it's versatile, and it might just be the wave of the future in agriculture. This is an unmanned aircraft system. While the government has used this technology for years, a recent economic impact study shows this type of equipment, if integrated into the public sector, would be best utilized on the farm.
We're estimating the first 3 years, once integration happens, we're looking at probably about a $13 billion economic impact. And then over a 10-year period, we're looking at probably closer to an $86 billion impact. 80% of that market share is going to be in precision agriculture.
There are plenty of advantages to employing unmanned systems in agriculture, like early disease detection in crops and inexpensive spraying. However, a hidden benefit might just be safety.
If there's some dangerous terrain or some slippery or sloped terrain, you could use an unmanned aircraft to survey that terrain as opposed to sending a human in a place that's dangerous. They're also cost effective, so using a small UAS can be more affordable than a manned Cessna aircraft.
The obvious selling point for these systems is maximizing your yield with the workforce that's available. That's becoming more of an issue as the younger generation continues to move away from the farm, while the demand for their product remains high.
With the increase in the population of the world, we've got to figure out how to produce more food. So we cannot continue to meet those growing demands by thinking what I call linearly. You got to do some non-linear thinking. And one of the technologies that could really help alleviate that pressure of significant need for food with a growing population is through robotics.
Farmers are looking for ways to save time, to save dollars. 1960, the average farmer produced enough food for only 25 people. Today, the number's up in the 150, 60 range. So farmers are looking for innovative new ways, for new technologies to help them produce more on the land that we have.
While there is still plenty of regulation and marketing issues to sort through over the next few years, the question still has to be asked. Just how receptive would producers be to making such a big change? The answer? Well, more than you might think.
When autonomous tractors first came out, everyone said it won't work. It's too expensive. But now I don't know of a large farmer that doesn't have GPS capability, and it works. It saves time, it saves dollars. It's a great tool, just as the UAV project will be.
As long as it helps them either increase the yield or lower my cost, they will go across that technology barrier to at least entertain it and find out about it. So that's been a pleasant surprise, and I think that dynamic really enables the farming community to leverage technologies like this without having that phobia per se.
Even though many farmers would embrace the new technology, the same can't be said for the price tag. It's an issue the manufacturers are certainly conscious of.
Some of the systems are between $10,000 and $50,000, and that's for unmanned aircraft. I think the manufacturers and industry are keenly aware that the price point needs to match what is comfortable for the farmers. That it needs to be cost effective for farmers, it needs to be good for the environment, and it also needs to be beneficial.
Beneficial and cost effective. It's a hurdle that, just like in other industries, professionals are certain will be cleared in time.
The affordability problem is the first and foremost, because again, the farmers are very practical people. Even though it can help them increase yield, if it's at a significant cost, it's a non-starter. So it is, I think you'll be surprised that the industry in itself will figure out a way, just like they've figured out in other industries, figure out a way how to deliver this capability more economically to the end user.
Reporting from Tifton, I'm Damon Jones for the Georgia Farm Monitor.